What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Arc of Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, John. We're not doing any of Greg's stupid intros because Greg's dead.
Hey guys, this is Greg and the Arc of Wrestling Podcast. What's up, you crazy kooks and Arkanites?
God damn it, Mike.
Hey, have you guys gone to www.youtube.com?
No, never heard of it. What is that?
Is that like Daily Motion?
Is that
No
Vimeo?
one says that. I can't even go forward
Is
with
that
this.
like Sensudo.tv?
Oh,
I don't know, it can't be that good.
Yeah, I know. With me, we have Duck.
Whoa!
No, that was supposed to be me.
We have Duck.
Whoa!
We have Jonesy.
What?
And we have Mike.
What?
Hey guys, it's me, Greg and the Arc of Wrestling Podcast. You crazy kooks and Arkanites.
Stop saying that,
Hey
Mike.
Greg,
please.
how you doing?
I'm perfectly fine, Jonesy. You know, I went to PWG on Friday, and it was a tip-top show.
You know, he
stand up
hasn't
with-
said anything about the PWG show.
I had to stand up again.
Exactly.
I had to stand up again because I'm a loser. I don't get there on time, but it was a great show.
But I was able to get a rascal to sit on. So.
Did the gay guy hit on you again?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll talk about it next week.
We'll talk about it later.
I'm noticing
I'll talk about it when I'm ready.
I'm noticing a theme with our podcast is that someone will go to a big live event for us. Wesley went to NXT in Cleveland, Greg went to PWG, and then they just won't be on the next podcast. Like, when it's relevant to talk about it, they're not here.
Hey,
Well, I
guys,
gotta drive home.
I had to go to work the next day. Work's hard. Now sound like Hunter.
No, you guys sound like this when you talk like a hunter.
Eh,
Just remove all energy in your voice, or just
I can
work out,
work out.
I left.
anyway, Raw
We're a
finished.
wrestling show, aren't we?
Yes,
We
Raw
are?
finished 13 to 15 minutes ago.
Or 20.
Or
But
20. I don't care.
Who's counting?
It really doesn't matter. And,
I don't know how to count.
well,
I taste blood.
Raw went back into its new formula.
I see lights.
Formula.
It's new Formula One,
Yes.
where it's a head-on car crash.
There's no head-on car crashes in Formula 1.
Gotta go fast.
There could be. You never know.
There could be, actually. But,
So what
And-
is their new formula?
it's promo. Someone interrupts the promo.
Seth Rollins promo.
Seth Rollins promo. Someone interrupts the Seth Rollins promo. Then the person that interrupted gets put into a match immediately.
Whoa.
Well, guys, Kane was there.
Kane was there.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, he has a job, doesn't he? I forgot about that.
This-
When the Hindenburg came crashing down, Kane was there.
When 9/11 happened, Kane was there.
I think Kane was on SmackDown.
And your wife left you for that other man. Kane was there.
When no one saw See No Evil 2, Kane was there.
I actually saw Sinew,
Oh,
so it was pretty good.
I saw See No Evil 2 because Mike said it was good and I watched it and it was good.
It's a pretty good movie.
It was surprisingly good, yeah.
Did you piss your pants in fear?
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
I was so scared I did it twice.
Did you?
That's
Did you do number 2?
No, that was afterwards.
Afterwards, Jesus Christ.
And
This is the
afterwards.
Anyway, so Orton interrupted the Seth promo and we got Orton versus Kane. The match everyone was clamouring for.
And it was Orton versus Kane.
It was Orton versus Kane. Ended in DQ. That's all we need to say.
Yep.
They addressed AJ Lee retiring. Spoilers, she retired.
That's it.
4 minutes.
And then they quickly moved on.
This was just on vacation.
No, she retired.
No, because she's pregnant.
And they were very nice about her. The nicest WWE has ever
They
been
were
about AJ.
very nice about her.
It's an improvement
That's
over.
the nicest thing they've ever said.
Well, WWE usually have a problem with complimenting AJ Lee.
As opposed to calling her a fire whore.
Yeah. Or insane. Etc.
Well, that's her. That was her gimmick.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but they did it like 3 years after she was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they called her one of the greatest divas of all time.
Divas champions, to be fair, and they're not wrong.
I mean, you can't beat that.
Well, to be fair, when there's only like 4 divas on the roster worth talking about, yeah, she can be one of the greatest of all time.
Speaking of one of the greatest of all time, backstage segment return for the greatest Raw general manager in the history of ever.
That Brad Maddox guy?
That Brad
Who
Maddox.
was on screen for about 5 seconds and then quickly replaced.
Brad.
Oh yeah, that was. I think this was all Brad Mack said. Oh yeah, that's terrible. Oh, that's her. Goodbye.
No, I think he insulted Kane at one point. Well, no. But yeah, he
Well, it's
appeared.
nice to know he's not dead.
Then Seth got...
It's nice to know he's still not in a cave with internet access.
Hey. He revealed it wasn't a cave. He was working everyone.
Stop killing kayfabe, John. What's
No,
wrong with you?
He didn't kill Kayfabe. I didn't kill Kayfabe.
You just did.
No, he's the one that said it. It's in the last video of the Cave
We're
series.
trying to keep kayfabe alive.
What Kayfabe?
He was in a cave.
Is
Never
it
mind,
called
John.
Fave?
Fave.
Never mind, John. Keep going.
You mean
Party
Fave?
Oh.
Seth got put into a match. Turned out it's against Neville. Long bottom.
Woo. No. Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Man.
Oh.
Okay.
I love his Titantron. It's actually a Mighty Mouse Titantron.
Is it?
And they had a nothing match.
Yeah, it literally is a Mighty Mouse Titantron.
Oh, I don't know. I've never seen Mighty Mouse, by the way.
You know what?
I've never seen it.
You've never seen Mighty Mouse?
It's not. It never showed in the UK. Are you really surprised by that?
Man, you need to like re-educate yourself on American cartoons.
I had Thunderbirds.
That's good American cartoons.
Thunderbirds isn't even American.
Never mind, John. You're killing me here.
So Melville versus Seth Rollins happened.
Learn to American cartoon.
And it was a good match, but it was, again, nothing. Nothing important came out of this.
It's leading to nowhere.
We might as well just say that's gonna be the theme of this Raw.
Yeah.
It was good, but it was nothing.
Nothing comes out of most of these matches.
It would have been better if Neville had like a roll-up win, as a shocking win.
No, I think they're still trying to make
That would
Seth
kind of
look
interrupted
strong.
a lot of things.
They're trying to make Seth look strong. Gotta make
He
Seth look
can
strong.
easily rebound from something like that.
No, he
Immediately
can't.
killing his Neville's momentum.
Yeah, he would have done it anyway.
I mean,
No.
Like,
Hey.
Neville was gonna lose. It's just that they really did not work out any of the details of the match.
no,
It
he
was.
Neville didn't even hit his finisher. Fucking just Seth Kurt stomped him. Bam, twice. But I think when you have
Once was after
this,
the match.
what?
He hit the curb stop twice. Once was after the match.
Yeah, because Seth's a heel, and that's supposed to make you a heel.
He's a hell model.
What the hell?
What a heel! Then John Cena came out,
Whoa.
and then Stardust came out.
Whoa.
As Stardust was answering the open challenge for the United States Championship.
Whoa.
If you
And it was a good match.
yeah, but it was nothing. You wanna know why? Because they've already announced Cena versus Rusev for Extreme Rules.
But you know, it's not the worst. It's not the worst thing to happen because, like it or not, Cena does come up big in big moments nowadays. And just going, okay, mid-card guy, here is your A-game moment and a not A-game moment. So just go out and do a thing.
Yeah.
By
But
the way, they've actually turned the springboard stunner into a thing.
I'm happy about that.
It's a dumb move.
It's the worst springboard stunner I've ever seen in my life.
How many springboard stunners have you seen?
Oh come on,
I've
you watch
seen plenty.
ACH.
But ACH is a good wrestler.
Yeah, he does a lot of springboard stunners or cutters.
I don't watch ACH a lot, so there you go.
ACH, AR Fox, those two do a lot of springboard cutters. You should.
I haven't watched AR Fox in a long time.
God, calm down, Greg.
What?
Greg hates AR Fox, remember?
I said I haven't watched him. I didn't say I didn't like him.
Sounds like you don't like him to me, Mike.
Greg doesn't like AR Fox because AR Fox is gay.
Yeah, Greg's homophobic.
No.
So there you go. Spoilers. Greg hates gay people.
So he hates himself.
Yes.
Yes, Greg hates
I see.
himself.
Yes.
So yeah, Cena vs Stardust, good match. Springboard Spur came out once more to make everyone
Well,
happy.
That's debatable.
I know. I wish it was just a springboard leg drop now, actually, I think about it.
I think everybody would have been a lot happier if Stardust won.
Won the
No.
United States Championship. No.
But we can't have nice things.
What? Would you want that?
Come on, you'd have the rubber match between Cena and Rusev where Cena goes over again.
Oh, yay.
Rusev wasn't on this Raw.
No, so he didn't answer the challenge last week either. I was like, oh, here comes Rusev. And no.
He was on
There's a
Raw
lot.
last week.
There was a lot of people talking about the open challenge.
I know. But Rusev wasn't on Raw this week, Dean Ambrose wasn't on Raw this week, Daniel Bryan wasn't on Raw this week, Dolph Ziggler wasn't on Raw this
They're all on
week.
SmackDown.
So everyone is now on SmackDown except Sheamus, who's on both.
Sheamus. Fella!
Gotta have that brown split, guys.
With his red rooster-like haircut.
And the metal things in his beard.
He
Make
does
him-
look stupid.
He does look stupid.
He does.
Speaking of
Oh,
Oh, my
stupid,
haircut.
speaking of stupid and looking
he
stupid,
looks like the character in his character in the Immortal game.
yeah, I think that's what he styled it on.
It's kind of gay.
Yeah, it really is. But you know, if we're going to talk about things that look stupid, Divas match.
Oh,
Nikki-
that was great.
What was that fucking finish?
The
Dude,
finish was
I'm just gonna say, people for the retards who say the Bellas are improving as wrestlers, Nikki Bella, not shut up, no they're not. Nikki Bella,
I mean, they
not
are,
being
but
able,
whatever you're
Nikki
going to talk
Bella,
about.
Nikki Bella not being able to take a head scissors shows you that if they are improving, she's taking 8 steps back. Because that's a basic move to take, and she botched it badly.
I
It's
mean,
not like any of the divas have been like really technically sound as
It
well
doesn't.
as
It's a
Izzy.
head scissors. It's a simple move.
Yeah, she's been good for like everything, like the past few months. So one move. Oh no, she can't wrestle now.
She's been good. Her booking's been atrocious. Let's bring up the Nikki versus Brie thing that faded away in obscurity.
So her bookings
Went nowhere.
Okay.
Her matches have been horrible.
No, they
Her
haven't.
title, well, that's one person's opinion against many others.
Oh yeah.
book-
Oh yeah, that's you. But whatever.
That's nice. Are you going to start again this week?
Alright. Well,
Mike's not the
that's
only one
fine
who
with me.
doesn't like Nikki and Brie.
I know I'm not. It's the funny thing.
but unfortunately, I hate
A
them.
lot of people have said that the Bellas are garbage.
Yeah, they're garbage, and they're improving from ultra garbage to slightly better garbage.
They're still garbage. That's the
It's
point.
still garbage.
In
You can
fact,
spray Febreze on it, it's still garbage.
They're going to be leaving soon anyway because they said they're not going to renew their contracts. I don't know
Oh,
why
shit.
the Bellas still
Story-
has the Divas title.
so that's why they're on for another, what, season of Total Divas?
Yeah.
Which runs for how long again?
Bye, Mike.
Too fucking long.
Too long. Mike left. Okay, that's interesting.
Improvements.
This podcast is still going. I don't care if I have to do this solo at this rate. Anyone else want to drop out?
Don't tempt us.
But yes, there were several things wrong with the Bellas. They both had a bad match today. Actually, you know what? The Bellas and Naomi had a bad match today.
Everyone just sort of had a match today.
Well, Paige didn't even do anything.
Oh yeah, well, that,
There was Brie essentially missed her running knee move completely.
she always bad. He always hits it way too low for it to actually look good.
It looked even worse this week. Like, it's noticeable. Then Nikki can't sell head scissors, and Naomi can't do her head scissors DDT. And this match was 5 minutes long. So we're back to this kind of shit.
Well, if this is what they give us for it, and for gives us a chance, though, it should go back to 5 minutes, because that was sort of...
But there was noticeable improvement in the crowd. As in, the crowd didn't leave.
The crowds are actively trying to get behind this thing. It's just that the girls themselves are...
There's no incentive
helping
to
cause.
Yeah. Speaking of bad things, primetime players mocking New Day and the Ascension. I have no idea what this promo segment was about.
One of the better segments of the night.
I actually really liked the mocking of the New Day, but the Ascension mocking was kind of just
Yeah, that was a little trying too hard.
They're like, they couldn't think of anything because they hadn't built the Ascension up to be anything.
Well, even in NXT, they were just, those guys who are big?
And dominant.
Yeah, Ascension just has nothing behind them.
And like to do headlocks a lot. Speaking of headlocks, Luke Harper versus Ryback. This match was less than 3 minutes. And when I say headlocks, it's because Luke Harper was doing the gator roll and that turned into shell shock. Which was weird, actually.
Yeah, I don't know if I think WWE just wanted a triple threat, but yeah, I don't think... They think Ryback is more over than he is, but really he's just Phoebe more.
Well, that's the same for everyone in that triple threat match, though, wasn't it? Except Orton, who is naturally over. For some reason.
And apparently Roman Reigns is like freakishly over in all the house shows. It's just for some reason on TV he can't get over with shit.
It's because a lot of people they go to big arenas for like Raw.
Someone masturbating?
Yes, Doug's masturbating.
I had to get some stuff on my screen.
But yeah, they go to bigger arenas for like Raw and SmackDown, so a lot more, shall we say, smart fans can come in with cheaper tickets.
Unquote, heavily.
Yeah, I need a better word for that.
Jackasses?
Yeah, I don't even like the term IWC anymore.
It's a dirty word now.
Like, everyone just makes it to mean that, oh, you're an absolute prick and everything you say is wrong.
Yeah, it's like white guys in rap songs. It's like, oh, you mean these guys, but really you're just saying everyone.
Yeah. And, fucking this match was just literally silence for a good chunk. Well, it was silence with Ryback versus Luke Harper.
Yeah.
Renee...
Crowd, suddenly died in the second hour. I don't even know why. They just died after that Neville Seth Rollins match.
Well, it's because there wasn't any good match until Lucha Dragons versus New Day.
Yeah.
Was it a good match?
No, it was a 3-minute match, but the Lucha chant was over.
Yeah.
Yeah, even Sin Cara cares about it now.
I think the issue with Sin Cara doing it is that his body doesn't portray excitement well, and his mask obviously doesn't show his face at all, so he just looks really bored.
Yeah, it's also that weird thing where Kalisto gets low and has, for some reason, really long shoulders.
Yeah.
So he puts more effort into. He just looks like he's putting more effort into it. But it's fun to make fun of.
I mean, I think in kayfabe the reason is that Sin Cara is the calm veteran, while Kalisto is the excitable youngster.
All of Sin Cara's personality.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's better than being a Mexican low-riding bicycle enthusiast.
And by the way, Unico, he's still doing a good job. I'll take it on you.
Anyway, Lucha Dragons beat New Day. Like,
And Kofi Kingston cheated once, and Xavier Woods was like, "Hey, what's that? Oh, cheating? Oh."
Oh.
this doesn't equal instant heel turn, by the way.
It's not an instant heel turn. That's stupid to say, but they
It's
are
the-
going to be heel.
Yes, it lays the groundwork.
You gotta keep clapping.
Gotta keep clapping, or West gonna snap.
One match, they'll completely forget to clap, and then suddenly, like, Xavier Woods will lose his afro. Kofi Kingston will gain 2 sizes, and Big E will still look like Big E.
Big E won't change at all.
No, Biggie gets an evil mustache on his upper lip that he twirls.
Oh God, I
Darkest timeline.
And,
I can actually see that.
and brings back his old-timey reporter voice he used once when he interviewed Dolph Ziggler that one time. If anyone remembers that.
Will he also regain the really crappy singlets that showed off way too much?
Yep.
Oh God,
Speaking
this
of
truly
show-
is the darkest timeline.
It's-
Literally.
Speaking of the darkest timeline, fucking the greatest match in WWE history had a rematch. Roman Reigns, Big Show, number.
Stop giving Roman Reigns Big Show!
I'm gonna look this up now because I think this has been seven times now.
You have to check, and I'll go on a monologue. It's like, Roman Reigns is not a guy who can fight Big Show and make it look good. He is supposed to be a big athletic freak who should just athletic freak over everyone, and Big Show just likes to beat people down. It's really a big conflict of styles that doesn't help Reigns at all, and Big Show always looks like shit anyway, so who cares? But who cares? But Roman Reigns needs to get over. Give him someone who can do things.
Someone who can do things. You mean like Kane? No.
But he's busy doing other
I'm pretty
things.
sure Kane
like-
can. In all fairness, Kane does less things than Big Show, because at least Big Show is big.
Okay. I'm going to.
Kane used to be athletic.
I'm counting it now. 1. Hang on. I have to actually find.
Ah,
Oh God, we're actually counting.
I have to. 1, 2, 3,
Ah,
4, 5. This match has happened 5 times. Not including house shows. And tag
so 5
matches.
times too many.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
5 times plus.
5 times plus. And, you know, Big Show Roman Reigns, it was a variation of Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, to be honest.
No.
I mean, it wasn't as brutal as hard, but it was Big Show
Oh,
dominating.
good.
It was brutal to watch.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Yeah. I felt like I gained. I felt like I bladed.
Yeah. But it was
Bladed
essentially...
my wrist because that's how
Why am I
bad
suddenly?
it
Why am I suddenly bleeding?
Essentially,
It can't be this post I ran into.
it was essentially... Roman Reigns got the
That's a
shit...
spot. That's a spot I absolutely hate. The pick him up and then try to run it and put him into the post because you know what's going to happen.
I like when it actually works.
I think I've only ever seen it like work maybe a handful of times.
Yeah, like at WrestleMania 30 when X-Pac
It's the
shoved.
most obvious reversal spot.
Yeah. Anyway, Big Show kicked the shit out of Reigns. Reigns then came back with 3 Superman punches.
He did. I didn't really count, but I think he had to do around 10 clotheslines.
What, one from Reigns?
Yeah, Roman Reigns.
Really, he just clothesline punched him and then speared him.
Because that's all he can. Because that's all Roman Reigns can do with a guy who won't move.
Yeah. And then, yeah, but if you can tell, this Raw means absolutely chat shit until the end. Sheamus came out with the best
With the
theme.
best theme.
And,
Looking stupid as shit as well.
yeah.
But still,
Really,
it's the best theme till rounds out.
really, if he just...
I can't take him seriously with his look.
In all fairness, was he really that much better with a beaker haircut?
No. If he just cut this mohawk thing shorter, he would look a lot better.
I don't think there's a way for Sheamus to look like a normal human being.
I think there is. I think it's not grow a fucking mohawk.
Oh, that's a start. But if he's but like he's a weird looking dude. Period. Like even when his hair's down, he looks weird. So just embrace the weird. I say fuck it. Go ahead. Mohawk, braids. Give yourself a face tattoo for all I care.
Oh god, no! Don't encourage him because he will. He then started shitting on smaller guys because
Fuck him.
fuck 'em. Then Mark Henry came out.
Did he do this? Like almost do this gimmick once before?
What, Mark Henry being underdogs up?
No. Sheamus like being all, I'm a real man, and
Yeah.
real men aren't small men.
Yeah, he did this against Del Rio. If you remember.
Oh, that's what the hell?
Yeah, Sheamus was face when he was doing this against Del Rio. I was like, what the fuck? Then Mark Henry also did this gimmick. Essentially, there's a problem with smaller guys.
And
Anyway,
he's like the big black father.
and so Sheamus vs Mark Henry happens. You know, the match everyone wants to see.
It was
And not like that time when Sheamus turned face and they smashed through a barricade. No, it was the lame version.
Yeah. This match was also only 2 minutes long.
You know, we keep saying the
Or
matches were
Mark
short,
Henry.
but like really, these matches should be short.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we could tolerate more than a commercial break.
Commercial break, yep. Then,
As Raw rolls on.
as roll.
Keep
Yeah.
rolling on.
Bro, like the foul, but
Keep going, yep. And
As Raw keeps rolling.
rolling. What?
they also announced everyone's favourite tag team match that took place last SmackDown. Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler vs Sheamus and Bad News Barrett. The joke is they announced it last week for SmackDown and it didn't happen.
Because Ziggler is quote unquote injured.
Yep. So this week it'll be Ziggler vs Bad News Barrett. Just watch.
When is that not an angle with Dolph?
Well, where he's injured due to a head injury.
Yeah.
Since he got the concussion the first time. Like, WWE's logic is, oh, Ziggler got a concussion. Oh, we can't push him. We'll just put him in a match where his head gets hit a lot. You don't say he got another concussion? Wow.
Well, that's the same shit they're doing with Daniel Bryan nowadays. Like Daniel Bryan goes against Luke Harper, is a winner of a gauntlet match.
Gets pile driven by Ziggler. Because that's essentially what that move last week was with.
Yeah.
It was a pile driver.
I was
Essentially,
almost waiting for Ziggler to find the hard cam and just wink a bit.
it was.
I'm okay.
Everyone's okay. Essentially, Ziggler and Bryan are having the "we're absolutely fine, WWE, please push us" matches where they just beat each other's necks and heads up.
I'm okay. It's blood's dripping from his ears.
I'm okay. As he
As
like,
Daniel Bryan is bleeding from actually headbutting Sheamus.
well, it's because he
completely missed.
he missed headbutting him like
He somehow found a way to headbutt in between his two hands, holding Sheamus's hair.
yeah, like you have to suck hard to miss.
The one time Daniel Bryan sucks hard.
And it's headbutting. He should just cut headbutts. There should be no headbutts in pro wrestling.
No,
Stop
there
making it a
should be
thing,
no
Brian.
dive. There should be no diving headbutts. That should be abandoned for all time. But headbutts, yeah, just be psychotic.
Yeah, well, diving headbutts never made sense to me anyway, because it's like it's not really hurting them because you always hit their shoulder, and it's cutting
And
you
also,
more.
no one wins in a headbutt.
No, just do an elbow drop or a splash. The era of the elbow drop has died, and it makes me sad.
It's like it became a CM Punk thing, and then no one wants to be Punk again. So
Well, it's like everyone, like 15 years ago, did an elbow drop.
Well, it's also kind of hard to go to the top rope now if you can't do a flip.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, if you can't do a flip, you're just wasting everyone's time. It's like doing a diving axe handle now. Most matadors, cough, cough.
Just people want flips, and it's killing normal top rope moves. And next match was a match that was. Actually, I should probably talk about the promo we're having between the two matches. The Bray Wyatt's going to build his own feud again, part 2.
Bray Wyatt is
this time.
Who knows?
Who knows? Like, it was really vague. And then
I'm going to guess he doesn't know now, and neither do the writers, and they will figure it out like maybe a week before Extreme Rules.
Yeah, this is the one problem Bray has. He has to keep it vague as fuck because no one ever decides his feuds well before Advance anymore.
Like,
So-
his other problem is that he's too good at promos.
Yeah, so it's like you want to hear him speak, but then he doesn't
But
say
at the same
anything.
time, he's talking about nothing.
Nothing.
Like, he can't even joke around about talking about nothing. He just has to talk about nothing while trying to sound cool about talking about nothing.
And praise his opponent for being a success story.
The new face of fear.
New face of fear can't beat Undertaker.
The new face just needs a little tune-up, a little upgrade.
Little upgrade.
Jesse.
Don't break your ankle before a match. Don't do
And
a
also don't do a spot that has you just ramming your leg against steel steps.
I don't know what
God.
I would have completely. I know what he was going for. He was aiming to cross Undertaker's head with his body.
Yeah, he did against Dean Ambrose before, where he just rams his body against dude's head, saying against the steel post, and it looked awesome. Just not when there are steps in the way.
No, yeah, I don't know what that was. Anyway,
That was called poor planning.
that was cool planning. Speaking of poor planning, The Miz versus Damien Mizdow.
Oh god.
Two guys who don't have moves that make you go oh, and Mizdow, unfortunately, in big moments works too much like a heel.
Yep. Mizdow using Miz's moveset still makes him use a heel's moveset.
And he's also like shouting. He's got that angry snarl. He's just doing mudhole stomps for 5 minutes.
And then he threw
Like,
punches.
how long did this match go?
5 minutes.
Yeah, this was like 3 minutes too long.
This match probably shouldn't have happened. It should have just been a promo and then a brawl.
Yeah, and I'm very scared of how long the Mizdow character is going to last without the Miz next to him.
Yeah, why isn't he just called Damien Sandow now? Just
Like, it's so weird. Like, his whole thing is, I'm going to make myself a star while using your theme music, your moves, and your entrance, and all your gear.
yeah. And also, I'm going to yell at you when you try and kick me in the nuts.
Really?
Really? So I'm also going to use your catchphrase. Haha. What now, Miz? What now? And then
We're separated, but yeah, I wouldn't still use the same stuff.
But anyway, it's everyone's favourite match. Coming in at 5 minutes 15 for main event. Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns versus Ryback.
This was such a we should have gone 15, but everyone else went too long somehow.
No, nobody went too long. They just decided to book random. They just decided to book random matches. Like, you could have cut out probably all of
You
that.
could have cut out every match here.
Yeah, essentially put this was the only match that mattered, except maybe for Miz versus Mizdow, because that was furthering a story, but not well.
But even realistically, that did nothing.
Yeah. And spoilers, Orton won.
Well,
Yay.
Meaning
Right.
Reigns and Ryback are.
yeah, WWE has found a good way to work triple threat matches, which is make everyone in the match do a thing at the same time and make it chaos, but make it work organized. And you can't do that in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And you also can't do that with two guys who aren't exactly ring generals.
And you can't do that with Brandy Orton.
Oh yeah, well you can sometimes do it with Randy. There's a part of Randy that is a good, exciting wrestler, but he's also still Randy Orton.
Yeah, he's the person that's like, we need a ring general. Orton, you go out because you can slow everything down and keep everything calm.
Garvin stomp time.
I like the stomps. You leave the stomps alone.
I would like the stomps if he did anything else with the limbs.
Yeah.
Like if there was a freaking point to it, but now he's just walking around.
He's taking them to the post office. Stamping them.
And also Authority interfered. Reigns did his jump spot.
Yeah.
Died. And
Okay.
Seth Rollins could Orton.
Okay, Roman Reigns Logic 2015. The Authority have walked further down the ramp. I should try and attack them.
It's worked a few times. You can't fault him on that.
Yeah, you know what else would have worked? Winning the bloody match.
But Seth Rollins there, and Kane's annoying, and Big
Joey
Show
Mercury
is
has a
big.
face you want to punch.
I
No, he
don't
doesn't.
know if I want to punch it or hug it.
Yeah, Joey Mercury's a very likable person. Jamie Noble, on the other hand.
Jamie Noble, I've always wanted to punch. Even when he kayfabe got his back broken by Sheamus, I was like, he probably deserved it.
I think that might be a bit harsh.
It was like, and I honestly couldn't tell if it was real or not because Sheamus did like an apron powerbomb to the floor. So I was like, that probably hurt like hell. But at the same time, it's Jamie Noble.
Yeah. And
that was Raw.
And that was literally Raw. There was nothing, not much happened.
We're not going to talk about the Jericho thing.
Because it's literally
It's still going on.
still going on right now, and looks like nothing's actually happening.
John Cena's gonna have to hide the fact he probably knows about what Edge and Jericho have been saying behind his back on that podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything exciting's happening. On the Jericho podcast, a lot of Jericho's questions are safe.
Yeah, it's like they brought in Stone Cold because Stone Cold was risky. They brought in Jericho because he has a podcast too.
And he's safe.
Yeah.
Apparently Cena looks up to William Regal.
Who doesn't apparently?
I don't know, even non-wrestlers think.
It's like it's so weird. I can't think of a William Regal match that I enjoy too much, but the moments he had, so he's smart and he knows everything, but somehow just was okay for his whole career until Cesaro match happened.
Yeah. Oh, Jericho asked Cena if he ever took steroids. Alright, that happened. Anyway, what else happened in the world of pro wrestling? New Japan happened.
Oh yeah, that happened.
I didn't actually like Invasion Attack.
I liked
two
three.
matches.
I
liked
give
4
three.
matches.
4?
4, I liked the opener.
I can't get into large tag matches in Japan.
Yeah, I know, but it was just a fun opener. Then I liked... No, I got my 4 matches mixed up. I liked the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag match.
I would say that was the best match.
Of the night? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it had ebb and flows. So we'll get to the...
Well, that match was Roppongi Vice. God damn it, they need a better name.
I thought they were RPG Vice.
No, that's the Shawn version.
No.
And that's Trent Beretta, aka comedy wrestler.
He was serious until he met Chuck.
Yeah, I know, but PWG's ruined him for me forever because anytime he did a move against the Young Bucks, I always tagged PWG first. And it's like, no, wait, this isn't PWG. Fuck.
I was about to say he wrestles involved, so you could do that, but no, you shouldn't watch Evolve.
I don't watch Evolve. I gave up on
Yeah,
Evolve.
It's like I gave it time when it had Uha Nation and Rich Swann was doing everything, but without Uha Nation, Rich Swann can only do too much.
So much, yeah. Anyway, Pongi Vice of Beretta and Rocky Romero defeat the Young Bucks in their first New Japan pay-per-view to win
Good job, foreigners.
Good job. Yep, that's the first of the all Guardian matches. Guardian. The next match was... I'm trying to think if this was my favourite match of the night. Of Kenny Omega versus Muscular Dorada.
Escada.
It was just a good match.
Yeah, it was good. Mascada did his lucha thing, and Kenny Omega was Kenny Omega.
Yep, he did his Parker impression.
And, of course, it leads into what will probably be a sneaky match of the year candidate. Without Shelley.
Oh, yeah. Like, they actually set that up perfectly. Because Shelley just gets on the apron at one point to help Dorada, and Omega just spits at him.
It's like, they did it in the New Japan way, but Kenny Omega had the mic so we can understand it, and he's also, depending on what mood he's in, a really good mic worker.
Yep. And it was also like, you didn't know if that meant Shelley was going to cost Omega the match, or if they were just going to keep going. If Omega was going to keep the title, which he did.
Yeah.
Which is unlike a different match. After this, we had the worst
match.
Well,
in all fairness, that's what Japan does. Yeah. For some, real-life friends just hang out at the ringside.
Yeah, but worst match of the night. Jesus Christ, this match. The Kingdom versus Bullet Club.
I skipped it. I cannot stand Kingdom.
Oh
they
my
have
God.
Mike Bennett, who's a fucking nothing, and Matt Taven, who is less than a fucking nothing.
It was awful.
It's like they should thank every god they can think of that Maria's on that on their side, because
so we can
she's
have
the
a
only
sexual assault spot.
Yeah, she's also somehow WWE misses really good on the mic, and she can be a complete bitch. So yeah. She's the one thing making that at
also,
all.
This was a heel versus heel match.
Yep.
Yeah, except New Japan booked the Kingdom as faces. Despite the fact they both look like pricks.
Well, that's just in general.
Anyway, in their second New Japan pay-per-view match...
What? Want to recount that?
No. BRB.
Oh, no, that was Hunter. No. Thank you.
Hunter. Well, I don't know what that was about. I really don't know what that was about. Anyway, the Kingdom are the...
Let's just edit that. Oh, wait, that's Greg. This won't be edited.
This isn't Greg.
It will be. Whatever. Anyway, continue.
Anyway, the Kingdom won the tag titles. Because...
For some reason, for some stupid reason, Grado and Jada like them.
Yep.
Out of all the talents in ROH, even Jay Briscoe, even Michael Elgin, just anyone in ROH, they could it's Kingdom.
Yeah, it's really weird.
They have good talent scouts from everywhere else but there.
Yeah. Speaking of weird matches, Goto, Naito, and Maccabee versus Nakamura, Ishii, and Yoshihashi.
Which is everyone needs a pay-per-view match at some point later on. Oh, and hi Yoshihashi.
No, it was. We need to build Goto versus Nakamura, Maccabee versus Ishii. Hi Naito and Yoshihashi.
I am excited about one of them.
Yeah. Goto and Nakamura will be a good match. But I want to point... My favourite thing is they were doing a stare down for the match, and then Naito just completely doesn't look at Yoshihashi and stares down Ishii. It's
if I can get another Naito versus Ishii match, I'll take it.
Yep. And then most of Nato's in-ring time was spent with Ishii.
There's also Maccabee somehow being a stiff guy, but somehow also knowing not how to strike.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to do anything right.
He knows how to eat candy. That's it.
He knows how to bleed his inner lip a lot. Like, have you ever seen him in a match where he's, like, halfway through his lips just become bloody for no apparent reason? But it's never the outside of the lips, it's always the inside of the lips.
He's got the Roman Reigns thing. For some reason, they just bleed there.
Yep. And anyway.
Anywho, Goto versus Nakamura is going to happen. It'll be awesome.
Yep. And then the next match was the continuing feud of the century. Of essentially Yana versus Tanahashi. This feud is literally Yana is just being a troll.
You're forgetting the biggest part. For some reason, Shibata is teaming with Tanahashi.
And for some reason, Sakuraba is teaming with Yano.
For some reason, Sakuraba is hired.
For some reason, Shibata and Sakuraba are feuding.
Nothing makes sense
in this match. Well, I mean, Tanahashi lost the pay-per-view match.
Oh, I completely skipped it. Was it to Yano?
Nope, Sakuraba made Tanahashi tap out, I think. I can't say. Speaking of weird matches, everyone's favourite feud of the century, Okada versus Bad Luck Fale.
Bad Luck Fale was
I skipped most of this match.
I skipped most of it. That was just the fail spots.
I saw
Okada did what Nakamura did, was just work his ass off to do anything.
Yeah. But I mean, I saw the tombstone. That was cool.
Yeah.
I can't.
Other than that, it was fail spots got countered, and fail was a 6'4" monster.
Yeah, I mean, it just didn't come off well. But
it's so weird, he's 6'4" and can't move.
You know who's taller and can move better?
Luke Harper?
Cody Hall.
Yeah, but he's really still green.
Yeah, he's still green, but you can see he has so much potential there.
He's going to be he'll be in the WWE.
He also knows how to sell better than most people.
Well, he's the son of Scott Hall, so
yeah.
You better learn that.
But after the match, to completely spoil the result of the next match, AJ Styles attacks Okada.
For no reason.
Yeah, essentially this was. And here we go, here's the spoiler.
This was great. Gato and Jail just don't get Western booking, but want to do it.
Yeah. It's like, oh, it seems really popular, let's do it. So then, AJ Styles kills Okada. So you know who's winning the next match. It's AJ Styles. AJ Styles beats Ibushi.
And it was a good match, but it was a good match that kept the same pace throughout the whole thing.
I think that was more Styles.
It was, yeah. Like Ibushi, I'd say is underrated in how smart he is in the ring. But for some reason, like even when he did spots, like it still felt like at the same level.
Yeah, he seemed like he had to slow down the Styles.
Yeah. On the bright side, Styles did hit like the smoothest moonsault DDT thing he's ever hit.
I think the last time he hit that well was like in 2005.
I barely remember him ever hitting that well in TNA.
Yeah. But there were some cool spots. There was that spot. There was after AJ Styles was essentially working the leg of Ibushi jumped up to avoid a drop kick to the knee to stamp on Styles' chest. There was... I'm trying to think what else there was, apart from the finish.
It was just Ibushi's spot.
Yeah, Ibushi doing the forward roll to jump up onto the second rope to do a moonsault in like 4 seconds flat. Like how it's smooth.
It's so weird, like you can tell New Japan wants to push Ibushi now that he's big, but like at the same time they for just some reason don't.
It's just like an argument in the booking room. It's like, oh, we should push this young guy that's doing well.
Oh yeah, he's arguably one of the best workers in the world. We should probably do something. Just this thing.
I did like how they booked him in this match, though. They didn't book him as the young idiot.
Oh yeah, they booked him and AJ as the same person.
Yeah, they booked them as strong veterans with Ibushi chasing, but it wasn't really.
Yeah, it was like they both basically were the same style. Ibushi's just faster, AJ stronger.
Yeah, but this match ends with AJ Styles catching Ibushi out of the air.
You're forgetting the real way how it ends, which was Kenny Omega, who was staying out at ringside, who was the one Bullet Club member staying on ringside because apparently everyone else is dicks.
Well,
And as Ibushi is going up for the Phoenix Splash,
he just
gets on the apron and looks
stares him
sad.
down. But I think that's part of Kenny Omega's thing, is that he doesn't like interference that much.
Is that a thing, or is it, I think it's mostly Ibushi,
Yeah, I think
like just this time.
I think it's like Omega just stares Ibushi down like.
We're friends, but I'm getting
Kenny-
paid here.
Yeah, I think Kenny Omega's entire gimmick is he's extremely unstable, but likes people.
That's Kenny Omega in real life.
Yeah, he's unstable but likes people.
He's cool as hell, but he's that one dude you want to hang around with, but you also don't know if he's carrying coke.
I also did like that distraction though, because it wasn't like overly dramatic. It wasn't like
It was it was perfect acting where it's just you can tell exactly what they're thinking with them doing nothing.
yeah, they're just staring each other down like, and then Omega gets off the apron and Ibushi shakes his head. It's like,
This is what you become, brother.
and then Ibushi goes for the Phoenix Splash, but Styles catches him, and somehow doesn't drop it on his head.
Oh, because Ibushi learns how to take bait spots.
Yeah, it seems like Ibushi, every spot he always makes it look a bit dangerous, but when you look at it, you can see how he's taking it really safely.
Like he's a perfect seller in that everything. It's like, well, sometimes he still has those real little weird things where he just sort of stares off into space for a minute. But like he does a great job of making everything look stiff, but also fluid. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. Then
Anywho, guess what happened after this?
Okada attacked Styles.
And the match that should have happened like last year.
I keep saying this. The last Wrestle Kingdom main event should have been Styles versus Okada versus Tanahashi.
Yeah, for some reason they love putting the junior division in like as big as matches as they can, but every main event is 1 versus 1.
Yeah. It's like, I don't get it. And especially considering Tanahashi versus Okada versus Styles would have just made sense.
It's like, yeah, like we all know who the big 4 are, and we know the guys on just like right on the cusp. Like you can intertwine them all at the same time if you want.
Yeah.
And no, not a single person would complain.
Yep. I'm actually going to complain about one thing. And it's going to be the size of G1 Climax this year. That is a month, essentially. And I'm
who
not...
did they get from the outside?
They haven't announced anyone in it. They've just announced it starts on July 20th and ends August 16th. And then...
Hopefully it'll be better than most of last year.
It probably won't be. I think there's more people in it, so it's going to be shorter matches. Like, they need to shrink down the size.
It's a weird thing in New Japan, like, it can, like, they constantly get great, but they just do flair.
Yeah.
Also.
They do a lot of flair. See, you know what? See essentially the opening part of the last Wrestle Kingdom. That pay-per-view was a lot of flair.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about
It's
PW?
not really hit or miss, it was just hit or, it happened.
It happened. Well, actually, they had a miss this show. in the Kingdom versus Bullet Club thing.
Oh yeah, well, getting Kingdom is a miss.
And then there were spots in that match that made no sense, like
Matt Taven.
Matt Taven getting Irish whipped in the corner, stopping himself, rolling backwards, and then Cole Anderson trying to do a clothesline while Matt Taven is essentially just lying on the floor. It made no sense.
Why is Matt Taven around?
Why was this match booked? Why wasn't this War Machine? I want War Machine in New Japan.
Dude, oh knows what the hell they're doing down there.
They're losing to Michael Elgin.
Yeah.
That's what's
Well,
happening.
that was Invasion Attack 2.5 out of 5.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about a 4 out of 5 pay-per-view? Of PWG? From out of nowhere?
Yo, it?
Really, this is now just the two of us, isn't it?
Yeah, because we're the ones to watch it.
Yeah, well, I mean, Jonesy is still boob, I think.
Oh, anyway, let's go
No,
ahead.
I'm here.
Duh.
Listening.
That scared me. But yeah,
The noise
PW...
from the computer.
Yeah, there was noises from my computer, I didn't like it. I should probably check, yeah, I'm still recording, everything's fine. I haven't been announcing the way...
And that's the viewers leaving.
So,
Alright, so PWG.
PWG from out of nowhere. It was
That fucking opener.
It was I want to say great show,
It was probably their most well-rounded in a while.
but this is a big but, and this is a but that I don't think applies to anyone else. I hate one person that debuted on this.
Let's get to that.
Well, then, no, let's start with the opening match.
The fucking opening.
So this was also the first show ever to be rated by the first PWG show to be rated by Meltzer.
Because he was in the crowd.
He was in the crowd. That comes into play later. Spoilers.
Yeah.
Spoilers. The opening match is Speedball Mike Bailey, who I've actually heard nothing but good about, so I was really curious to see.
It's like, I've always heard he was good, but he was in ZZW.
I know I always heard he was good, but he was in Canada.
Oh, that too.
And video doesn't come out of Canada for some reason. And he was...
Canada has like every wrestling prospect in the world, but just got nothing for it.
No video, yeah. Anyway, Speedball Mike Bailey versus Biff Busick. So...
Versus Skinny Tommaso Ciampa.
That really bothers me, how I like Biff Busick and Tommaso Ciampa look.
It's like he looks like if Ciampa was more of a Nazi.
Well, see, this is what you do, is you put Biff Busick, Tommaso Ciampa and Cesaro side by side. And then you have them wrestle as a tag team.
And I can't tell the rest.
Then you make them a 6-man tag, the Three Faces of Fear. Anyway, Busick versus Bailey was hard hitting, to say the least.
Yeah, it's also to note, like, a lot of debuts happened, and of course, Bailey's the one, the first.
Yeah.
And they did a great job of making this a debut match.
I think it was Meltzer gave it 4 stars. Which surprised me, actually, to be honest.
What, you thought it was going to be lower?
Yeah. I love this match to bits. My opinion, never matches Meltzer's. Meltzer seems to always either give matches I don't really like a lot of stars, or matches I really adore little stars.
Meltzer's sort of in that almost too smart zone where he gets too much of what happens, so it's sort of like we get lost.
Yep. But
like us troglodytes.
Bailey wrestles with no shoes on, which I wouldn't not have noticed if they didn't point it out.
He wrestles with no shoes, has a karate gi as his entrance stuff, has the most normal person body of a flippy dude I've ever seen.
And his kicks are extraordinarily stiff.
with no shoes somehow.
Yeah, it's like, you hear, it's like, what, how?
Well, that is a nice slap. It's like, somehow, even without shoes, he makes it look good.
Yeah. Somehow, without the necessary thing to make things look good, he makes them look good.
And it's so hard to talk about this match, because, like, you can't point a specific thing out, because it was just fast.
Yeah, it was fast, it was hard. I mean, you can point out the stopping of the roll-up into a flip knee, whatever the fuck Bailey here.
I think I could also just point out, like, Bailey doing, like, 2 flips in a row, one crazier than the other.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to call it.
Twisty, flippy thing. But...
And Biff hit hard.
And Biff hit hard. Well, Biff hit harder than Bailey. Biff won.
Yeah.
Yep, because...
New guy.
This is a spoiler for the entire show. No new guy wins.
Which is literally just about the entire show.
Yep. Well, yeah. Because next match is Cedric Alexander versus Tommaso Ciampa in a... Haven't I seen this match before?
You've seen it less sloppy.
I've seen it. It's been in Ring of Honor. I think it hasn't been in PWG. But it seems to me that PWG is now going to put Tommaso Ciampa through these black guys look-alike. And Excalibur made that joke. Thank you very much. That he might call Cedric Alexander not Cedric Alexander and called him ACH at one point.
I don't get that joke.
It's an the last show before this, Adam Cole's last match.
And he did no, and that came from somewhere, and that came from something before this. I don't know where.
Yeah, it's like what these references are like.
It's like ACH is a small, but very muscular dude with a big head. Cedric Alexander is the opposite.
Cedric Alexander is a slimmer Willie Mack.
We'll call it slimmer.
Yeah, I can call it slimmer than Willie Mack.
Oh well, yeah, Willie Mack. Never mind.
He's in the Underground, so he's in an improvement.
As a heel?
I don't even know if Ezekiel Jackson's group is a heel group.
Well, Ezekiel is a heel for some because he's.
I don't think he's a heel. I think he's tweener.
Big Rick is not a heel.
Yeah, that's Mike. Hi, Mike. But yeah,
He's not a heel, but the
North
Mac
face.
and Kill Shot probably is.
Yeah, Killshot seems to be a heel.
Are we talking about Lucha Underground now?
Nope.
No, we literally moved on because I said Cedric Alexander was a slimmer Willie Mack. Alexander beats Tommaso Ciampa in a...
Good, but botchy.
It was a match. Speaking of, it was a match. Now begins my unexplainable hatred of a man called Alex Reynolds.
I can't blame you.
Like, what did he do in this match? It was take a lot of moves, jerk off on Trent's face,
and that's it.
And then do some tag team moves. Spoilers, they're best friends.
But you could tell he's saved by his partner.
Oh my god, John Silver's a talent.
He's like 5'5" maybe, and he's gorilla pressing dudes.
And he's also got facial expressions down to a key, because Chuck Taylor brought the grenade back in this match. I can't believe the grenade came back in this match.
I can't believe grenades are less of a thing.
I can't believe Alex Reynolds' dick got blown off.
Well, because it didn't, but
It didn't. But kayfabe, come on. And then John Silver just bursting into the ring like, "You blew his dick off!" and snapping and killing Chuck Taylor and Trent.
And once again, Tommaso Ciampa, Biff Music, Fight Silver.
But then the fight suddenly ends. And best friends win. Because they are best friends. And now it's black
Friendship wins.
And now it's black versus black match. ACH versus AR Fox in a ACH versus AR Fox match. I'm 100% sure this match has happened before, several times.
they've done like many multi-man matches.
I'm
Like-
100% sure John is also a racist.
Yes, I am an absolute racist. I thought we've established this. There's no Shane here and there's no Greg here. Someone else has to be racist.
And it was a good match, and you've seen it before, so this time it had stunners, because, Stone Cold ACH
Stone Cold
is the
ACH.
best thing ever.
Running gimmicks. So yeah, ACH won. I can't even remember how. And the match doesn't even register in my head anymore. But a match that does register in my head is Fat Hero versus Drew Gulak.
I'm somehow getting over Fat Hero.
This match made me feel better about Fat Hero for some reason.
Because at least he worked like a fat guy would. Like a fat, very technical guy.
And still moved fast. But this match was stiff.
It was stiff, and it was like
Brutal.
the William Regal and Developmental Territories match. Like,
Elbows.
Drew
A lot of elbows.
yeah. Like, it was Drew Gulak does a thing that bores me to hell, and that he just does chain wrestling. But Chris Hero could also chain wrestle and do everything in between.
Yeah.
And death happened.
Stuff definitely happened. Because Drew Gulak died. Chris Hero won. This was 3 3/4 stars. This is where I disagree with Meltzer. This was 4 stars.
I'll agree with Meltzer. That was... Drew Gulak is too slow on the technical stuff.
Speaking of technical slow wrestling, Ricochet versus Matt Sydal. I can't believe they put these 2 matches back to back. Haha, stealing jokes from
This
Excalibur.
hasn't happened.
This match was great.
Before you start, tell us your undying love for Ricochet.
I have an undying hatred of a lot of Ricochet matches where he will suddenly be fine at the end. Like he's selling an injury throughout the entire thing, and then suddenly he's fine. It's like, what? Stop that! If you're gonna sell your arm, sell your arm. Don't then suddenly deadlift people.
Well, you gotta have to, it's a thing.
But Ricochet vs Matt Sydal was a flippy match. And
It
most
was
of the
a
flips came
flippy-
from Matt Sydal, actually. That feels weird to say. We had the Hurricane Rana, we had the Tornado DDT, we had the reversal of the deadlift suplex that I hate so much.
Why do you hate Deadlift Suplex?
I hate that. It's because it usually comes like 25 minutes into a really long match, and Ricochet's just recovering from a big move, and he suddenly hits those suplexes.
I'm starting to think you just hate black Mexicans.
No, black Mexicans,
That's what he is, apparently.
allegedly.
Chuck Taylor said so. I have to believe it.
You have to believe it. Ricochet won, because no new guy can win. Even though Matt Sydal's not a new guy at this point,
He's been around since the beginning.
he keeps coming back. Everything's fine. No, wait, Ricochet can't be a black Mexican. He's from Illinois. God damn it. Chuck
I
Taylor,
have
you've
no
lied to
idea
me.
what...
But yeah, this was just flips.
John, America is a melting pot.
Yeah, melting pot of racial hatred. And that match was 4 stars and a quarter.
I'm agreeing so far.
I'm agreeing so far. I also agree with the next match of the Young Bucks versus some ROH tag team.
They're not ROH. But
What their name's Monster Mafia?
Yeah.
They're from ROH.
They're an ROH tag team, and then just not booked at all in ROH.
Those 2 were from the ROH school.
Yeah. That's right. And this match was the match where Meltzer came into play.
because Meltzer driver.
Yeah. Monster Mafia obviously do the Melter Driver.
They also do the more bang for your monster.
No, they do the Loch Ness Monster Driver.
Well, that's
Which,
what they're trying to do.
which is a AA into a Seattle spine buster type move.
Oh, that was a great match. Move.
But yeah, this match was actually really great. Like,
Speaking of monsters, when is PWG bringing back the Rock Ness monsters?
Never.
Never. Probably.
Because that tag team's amazing.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. But Monster Mafia, they have a lot of interesting moves, tag team moves.
They have a lot of interesting moves, but they don't do too much in between.
No, well, Josh Alexander does. He sells a lot,
Oh yeah.
and then he does a lot of big power moves. But
He's apparently he's not the power guy. He's the finesse guy, but he's
the
really
one that did
big into
everything. Like, I think Ethan Page was the one that did the cut, the jump off one Young Buck into another.
Oh wait,
Young
that's
Buck
what I was thinking of.
cutter move, and that was like his only one singles move essentially.
Yeah, this was basically Jim Cornette thinks he's right in watching this match, as Young Bucks did just about everything.
Yep, did everything they could. That's what they have to do.
When the tag team is kind of just there.
Yep, but Young Bucks.
Tell us about your undying love for Ricochet.
What? Anyway, Young Bucks blew a kiss to Meltzer, which is gay.
Granddaddy Meltzer.
Granddaddy Meltzer. He blew a kiss to Granddaddy Meltzer.
Chris Hero is a great commentator.
I thought that was Chuck Taylor.
No, it was Chris Hero was the last two.
Yeah, I know, but I completely, in my head, it's like, Chuck Taylor. That's not Chuck Taylor, that's Chris Hero. Chris Hero's the one freaking out like Chuck Taylor. But they hit the Meltzer Driver for the win. I really wish they kicked out. And this,
No one's kicking out of that.
and that was for, and a quarter stars.
A quarter for the kiss.
Quarter for the kiss, probably. Probably a lot of bias in that rating. Next match, the main event of Roderick Shitty Little Champ Strong versus Trevor I don't have a finishing move Lee.
He has schoolboy roll up.
Apparently the next PWG show he gets a schoolboy driver. I think that's how it's described, hang on. But Trevor Lee vs Roderick Strong was brutal.
But it'd be good for an ROH match, but PWG was way too slow.
I actually think it was better than most PWG main events usually. Like, a lot of them just, there's never any doubt that the champ usually goes over unless it starts off in a certain way, then it's like, oh, this guy's going over. Hang on, I'm looking up Trevor Lee. Yeah, Trevor Lee takes the win over blank to win with a small package muscle buster variation.
Well, this won't be spoiled until the DVD comes out.
Yeah,
It actually sounds pretty impressive.
that does sound really impressive. I need to see it.
I really need to see it now.
Also, Brian Cage is back next show. Anyway, Roderick Strong versus Trevor Lee was essentially Trevor Lee strong as a dick, and Trevor Lee has a counter for every move. Whether it's stomping on a standing Roderick Strong, whilst Roderick Strong's going for the backbreaker move he has.
You know, the one.
For one, yeah. Or Trevor Lee breaking his own neck with his fall-away Scott Steiner slam move.
Trevor Lee has a great underdog moveset where, like, everything is just most of his shit is a response or a flip.
Yeah.
Did you just classify that move as a Scott Steiner?
It's a Scott Steiner move.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Scott Steiner invented that move. It really weirds me out too.
The Steiner screwdriver?
Scott
No,
used to be athletic at one point, believe it or
No,
not.
when the person's running at them and they do a crossbody, but it turns into a follow-away slam essentially.
I don't know. I have to look this up.
I can post a GIF right now because
For
spoilers.
all you at home.
I always GIF it. But yeah, Roderick Strong wins.
Which sets up probably what will be a fucking hell of a main event.
That's right. It'll be Roderick Strong versus some guy named Zack Sabre Jr.
Some guy who should come over to fucking America more.
He does if he tries, but he's British. Also,
Well, he also goes to Japan all the time for no one. I mean, he can make time for us.
I think people just don't book him in America. Is the thing.
They need to.
He's so
If he
good to
goes
watch.
out, he'd be a main eventer everywhere.
Yep. But I'm actually going to call it some of the PWG crowd, which is obviously leftovers from... this PWG show took place essentially after WrestleMania. The next one. So a good portion of WrestleMania crowd stuck around to watch PWG without knowing who Zack Sabre Jr. was, because they start chanting for Roddy because Zack Sabre Jr. has Union Jack tights.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, they start chanting USA. It's like the worst chant you could ever do in a PWG show, start chanting USA. Considering how many guys are from Canada. Or from the California state that wants to secede.
Well, I think Canada has just accepted they're part of us at this point.
Yeah. But that was PWG. Fuck it, let's just start ending this podcast now, shall we?
Yeah.
I don't think anything's happened in the news. Except AJ retired.
Except
And she's pregnant.
Probably. As
Probably.
Bailey is saying.
As Bailey was saying. That was creepy, Bailey. Never do that again.
Well, Bailey's whole thing is being a creep.
Yep.
Well,
A very livable, huggable creep.
Well, Greg talked about it next week because you know he's going to rant about it.
Yep. I can't wait for next week. Anyway. Mike, pop, flop and botch. Let's just do this now.
Oh, is it my turn?
Right, we haven't even started, just starting.
Oh.
Because I'm lovely to you like that.
Yeah, you are the best host of all time. Team A+.
Team A+, Wesley got called into work. Last
Did he?
minute. Yeah, that's why he's not here.
Alright, since Chris John's taking a good old time. Pop, flop, and botch. Pop is what you didn't like. Flop is what you liked. Flop is what you didn't like. Botch is what you flat out thought sucked. John, you can start.
I can start. Oh, thanks. Oh my god.
Well, you took like 14 minutes to decide how the pop, flop, and botch works.
I didn't take 40 minutes.
Man, your host powers are being revoked.
No, they're not.
Yep, they're being revoked right now, so do your pop, flop, and botch.
I mean, I'm the one recording this. I can keep this going on forever.
You better fucking edit this out then.
Yeah, I'll edit nothing out. I'm Greg. My pop goes to, you know what? My pop goes to Mike. He's working hard.
I always work hard.
My flop goes to Greg for
Not working hard.
point blank not even being here throughout the weekend.
And now watch, I'll be gone 3 days, and he'll go, hey Mike, where'd you go?
Yeah.
How come you haven't been here? Hey
Yeah.
Mike, where you at? I'll go, Greg, I was busy. I don't care. I could
You should be here.
take 3 days off. You were gone for like 4 days, dude.
And my flop goes to silence. That's what my flop goes to.
No, alright, cool.
Stop.
Pop goes to, there's not much happened. Flop goes to, once again, not much happened, so, my life being boring. Botch goes to a dick at work who's trying to pretend that I am less productive than him, though everyone knows I'm better than him. Suck it, dude. that's not listening to this, I can tell right now. And yeah, that's fine.
Yep. Jonesy,
Yes.
would you like to talk to us about your pop, flop, and botch?
I guess I could. My pop goes to the 4-day weekend I have. I needed that. My flop goes to Raw for boring the shit out of me, and my botch goes to Greg because he's not here.
Alright, and this has been the Arc Wrestling Podcast. This is the worst episode.
I didn't do mine yet.
This has been the Arc of Wrestling Podcast.
You douchebag. You're the worst host ever.
I told you to go first, and you didn't, and then you turned it back on me.
I said, oh, can I go now? You went, I haven't even started it yet.
No, I didn't.
They did.
No, I didn't.
They did.
What?
What?
Yeah. I said, I'm gonna do the pop flop box, and you went, I haven't started it yet, Mike.
No,
That's
I
what
said.
took over.
I said, Mike, do
Oh
the
no,
pop, flop, and
he
botch.
tried to let you do it, and then you, for some reason, turned it back on him? Or
Yeah.
Alright, anyway, my pop botch. My pop is a multiple pop. Pop is baseball season has started today. I have something to watch all week.
Boo.
My second pop is the weather.
Once the Orioles lose.
They won today. Suck it. You know who didn't win today? The Twins.
you know who did win? The Royals. Suck it,
Who
White
else?
Sox.
You know who also didn't win? The Angels. Ha!
You know who else didn't win? England cricket team.
I don't care about cricket. If I cared about
Do
cricket,
you
I'd
even
let
care
you
about
know.
cricket, John?
I care about cricket. God damn it, cricket's my sport.
Get a better sport.
It's a sport I majored in.
Get a better sport. Like
Come
polo. Go do polo.
God damn it, I'm not rich.
I'm sure polo is a lot more entertaining than cricket.
No.
Well,
Yeah, fine.
I'd find riding a horse through an obstacle course is a lot more.
There's a reason soccer is our top sport.
Anyway, my second pop goes to the weather. It's actually nice out now, although it's going to rain all week. Woo. And my third pop goes to our second attempt at a blog. The blog is going live this week. arcofwrestling.blogspot.com. Shane's probably going to be the primary blogger because none of y'all know how to write
I know.
or read. So there's that. My flop.
Mike, can you teach me how to read?
No.
Uh,
We flop and my botch go to Greg because he's not here and he's going to complain when somebody else wants to take 2 days off.
Yep, that's Greg for us.
But there you go.
So thank you for joining us on the Arc of Wrestling Podcast. You can find us over at Twitter at Arc of Wrestling
www.twitter.com.
/ Arc of Wrestling. I don't even know. I think that's how Twitter works anymore. Yeah, it does.
You know where to go at this point.
Oh. My second botch goes to Twitter for now screwing up TweetDeck.
Oh, okay. So that happened to you.
Yes, because now you can no longer have a TweetDeck account. You have to log in with a Twitter account,
Yep. Oh,
which is retarded.
I have a completely different problem. My wrestling GIF for Twitter broke completely.
Good job.
Like, it tells me I have 500 retweets on one tweet when it's actually 16.
Good job.
And then
you're buying people off, aren't you?
my followers list reset so that but when it broke, it says I have 0 followers.
Well, you'll have to submit a ticket for that. But
I did.
TweetDeck told me, because I tried to sign in with the Arc of Wrestling email on the TweetDeck, and it told me that whoever else used the Arc of Wrestling Twitter on TweetDeck would be able to post under my accounts. So I was like, So I had to sign in TweetDeck under my personal account.
Yeah, I did that too.
So now I'm probably going to screw up every week by posting to the Arc account, thinking it's my account, and vice versa.
Yep.
It's going to be wonderful.
But you never tweet from your personal account.
Yeah, no. I tweet every once in a while. So there you go.
Yep. Anyway, you can make sure you check out our good friends at shinshudo.tv. That's SEN.
You don't have to spell it. It'll be in the link.
HUDO.TV.
It'll be in the description. Stop spelling it. It'll be in the description.
Pingo.
What's wrong with you?
Pingo. Pingo.
Stop it.
Oh, fine, Mike. I'll stop it. Anyway, thank you for
If they don't have to spell it by now, then they're deaf.
I mean, this might be their first podcast. I really hope this isn't their first podcast. This is the worst podcast in history.
Well, that's why it's the best.
Teammate.
Oh no, it could be worse. It could be that WrestleMania podcast that never got released. Thank God.
Oh, the one with Grace screwed up the recording. It's good times.
Which is probably the best thing that happened because the next day was actually better.
Lost the recording, I suspect.
No, he just screwed up the recording.
Shh. Lost recording.
Shut up.
Lost the recording.
Anyway, that was Archer Wrestling. Say goodbye, guys. Okay, fuck you.